Hi, my name is Tanza. Thank you for joining me. I created this space for caregivers. It could be a caregiver, you have been a caregiver in the past, you're currently a caregiver, or you see the writing on the wall and you're going to be a caregiver someday. I have been here with my parents since 2020, and my mom has since passed away, and so I'm still living here with my father, assisting him. And I just like to share some experiences, some ideas, resources, things like that. Today I want to talk about something that's called ambiguous loss. I heard the term, didn't quite understand it, but when I read about it, I completely felt it. I connected to it. So I thought it would be worth sharing with you all today. So, as a caregiver, one of the very difficult things that we come across is grieving. A lot of people think that grieving occurs once you've lost someone. And you think of when a person who maybe was in a car accident or who passed away, and that you're grieving their loss. Grieving happens at many stages. And with ambiguous loss, it is that grieving process of still being physically present with someone, but not as connected. So what's happening is you're losing that person little by little. The dementia changes the person that you once knew. So you may miss the conversations that you've had in the past. You may miss their advice that they used to give, miss the stories they used to tell, and the laughter that you all used to share. Just simply losing who was once a big part of your life. I know with my mom, I miss her laughter. I can hear it. I miss her laughter very much. My dad, his advice, he can still come up with some great advice once he understands, once he hears what the topic is. So another thing with my dad is our sarcasm. We're very sarcastic. We laugh a lot. However, I have found it more challenging to experience that laughter with him because he's very hard of hearing. He's completely deaf in one ear, wears a hearing aid in his other ear, and his processing has slowed down. So when I tell a joke, he's like, "What?" And so when I'm repeating the punchline for the fourth or fifth time, it's no longer funny to me. And he may finally hear what I'm saying and process the punchline, and then he'll chuckle. But I'm no longer thinking it's funny. I've now gotten frustrated. So that's just one of those examples of what the ambiguous loss is. It's a complicated grief. It's filled with hope. It's filled with gratitude, sadness, guilt, and overall heartbreak. It's filled with all those emotions, and you could be experiencing that for days, months, years. I've had a conversation multiple times with a couple girlfriends that, what is more difficult? Is it more difficult to lose someone that you love suddenly and experience that grief? Or is it more difficult to lose someone like this ambiguous loss over a period of time? Grief affects everybody in a different way. I don't think there is an easier loss than the other. But I will say that I feel very fortunate that I've had the opportunity to spend this time with my parents, to be with them at the end of their life. And I'm going to cherish these memories. And so even though I can feel the guilt sometimes, I can feel the frustration, I can feel the sadness, I do have the other side with the hope and the gratitude and the love intertwined. So, like I said, when I heard the term, I went and researched it, and I was like, I completely understand what this ambiguous loss is. So, if you have ever experienced this kind of loss and would like to share it with us, feel free to submit a video in the comments, drop a few words, couple lines, whatever you feel comfortable sharing with. I'd like this space to be engaging and helpful for everyone. So I want to thank you for being here with me today. I'm not quite sure what my next topic is, but you'll hear it soon. Thank you. See you soon. Bye for now.